Hey there, we're taking a look at Far Cry 6 running on the AMD Ryzen 5 5500U. Now this is currently running at 720p with FSR set to performance mode, so it is running at half of 720p resolution, so it's 360p, and the game barely runs. I was genuinely surprised to see how many issues I was running into. I was having so many crashes happen all the time. I couldn't even do the in-game benchmark because it would crash all the time. I was just having crashes trying to load into the game, trying to load back out. I would load into a save because, game would crash and it would load me in, or it would just crash. And if I loaded in, I would be able to do a few things and then eventually it would crash. Pretty much, I was not able to get past the introduction of the game. I was able to get further than the 1135G7 at least, but not by any meaningful amount. Pretty much I was still just stuck in the intro section. Once you get to like the boat and you're supposed to go through the beginning intro cinematic, I have yet to be able to go past it on any of these low-end computers. And I mean, with the game actually running, the 1% lows are still very brutal. It's not exactly a great experience, though. I can't really say much to the overall gaming experience with this game because it doesn't let me go far enough. Like, the amount of times that I've had to see this scene over and over and over again just trying to get past this is at this point just annoying. And if I try to skip it or anything like that, it crashes immediately. If I let it play through, it just crashes no matter what. There's just nothing I can really do to fix this. And I'm not 100% sure if this is just a RAM limitation. I mean, we are maxing out the amount of RAM. We are using all available RAM to try to run this game. 8 gigabytes is just super limiting for a lot of modern games. I would not be surprised if updating this to 16 gigabytes pretty much solved a lot of our crashing issues, but we'll look at that a little later. But for now, if you have this chip with 8 gigabytes RAM, this game is just not going to be playable. If we skip ahead just a little bit, you'll see that as the intro cinematic is pretty much just ending, we're going to end up just crashing, and at that point, the game is just not going to be playable past that. Because again, I've gone through this scene at this point like 5 or 6 times, and it just refuses to let me go past. I was hoping that I could just, lottery my way through it, because I've had other crashes in this beginning section. I've been able to just load in and actually progress a little further. Then it crashes, I can load into another checkpoint. But this is the end of the road. It will not let me proceed past this. And it's very unfortunate, but I'm just hoping it's a RAM limitation and not just a driver issue with this APU, because it would just show that the state of the APU market is very much brought down by terrible drivers. But in this case, I'm pretty confident that it's probably the RAM that's the issue, just because of how infrequent, or rather how inconsistent the crashing is. Sometimes it'll crash in one specific area, then I'll load back in there, no crashing. I go a little further, I'll crash, load back in, crash, load back in, crash, load back in again, and it finally works. Overall, I'm just disappointed with this experience. But anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you found this useful and informative. If you did, be sure to subscribe or leave a comment, at least letting me know what you think. I will see you guys next time.